Are you getting a lot of good time with your kids? Are you getting some quality time?
I feel like everything's changed with the kids because in the beginning we had this feeling like, the one good part of this is we're getting to spend a lot of time with the kids. And at some point, the kids are letting us know that they've had enough of us and it's way too much and they would like us to go away. and it hurts. Like I could feel it now,
Painful.
like too much parents. Because, when we were kids, we didn't want to hang out with our parents. We all have this expectation they want to hang out with us, which they don't.
No. Well, we grew up in a different time. My parents, when I was growing up, it was made very clear, everyone stay away from everybody.
Yes.
Nobody, let's just get through life. Let's get to the grave and not talk about anything. Let's not look at each other.
Yeah.
Now then this became this whole thing that we're expected to really live and enjoy with each other as we grow up. That never happened before. That's a new thing.
Yeah, the whole idea that you're supposed to be your kid's best friend.
No, that's awful. It's terrible.
Were your parents your best friends?
No, of course not.
Do you have a lot of common with them and hang out a lot?
It reminds me, Norm Macdonald, I think, once said that he said, I went home for Christmas and it was terrible. I accidentally made eye contact with my father. I thought, that I can relate to. I was thinking, I know, is it your daughter Iris is, I think, this is her senior year. Is she driving yet?
She is driving, but she's supposed to take her driver's test. But I don't know if you're allowed to take a driver's test right now. I think there's like an 11-month backup. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. I'm going to delay her driving as much as possible. She's kind of lazy about getting those things done. And then I'm purposely not getting on the wait list for the test so that she's like 22 before it happens.
Yeah, I want my kids to be in their mid-50s when they start driving. Does she have to get her own car then? When it's time for her to drive, is she going to have to get her own car?
This is a good question because there's some expectation that we'll get her something. I got Maud a Volvo. You try to get a safe car. I like going to look for cars with the kids because the salesmen do a funny thing is they always shit talk other kinds of cars, but act like they're not doing it, Mm-hmm. So if you say like, well, we had a Prius before, those are great cars. I mean, I have a friend who got sterile from one, but it's a pretty car. It's a pretty car. Those batteries sometimes just explode out of nowhere. And I think there's something in the battery where you can't put the fire out. But yeah, I mean, it's a handsome car.
If you want to go that way, you can go that way.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they always have a way of disparaging a car that's even famously great. And like, think of the nicest car you can think of, like a Mercedes. Yeah. They'll find a way. If you're talking to someone who doesn't sell a Mercedes and you mention Mercedes are really nice cars, they'll find a way to say that's a crappy car.
I mean, it's a weird model this year. You kind of look like a Klingon when you drive it. But it's a solid car. It's a little overpriced. But yeah, I mean, maybe not this year.